on to your evening meditation. So just as usual, making yourself comfortable, finding somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next half an hour. Sitting with your feet shoulder width apart, cup your hands in your lap, back reasonably straight, or in your favorite meditation posture. If you want to sit cross-legged on the floor, want to sit up in bed with your feet out, that's as usual. Sorry, I've just got some making yourself comfortable. Feedback coming in from finding somewhere with feedback from YouTube. So just take a nice deep breath in to start with. And filling up the lower stomach, and then breathing into your heart center, to the upper chest and the head. So maximal inhale breath, feel the life energy rising up from the stomach into the chest, into the head. Just do a little scan, a little check-in of your mind. So just noticing any obviously distracting or disturbing thoughts, any thoughts going through your mind at all. Really pay attention to the emotional tone. So what do these thoughts feel like emotionally and physically? And if it's any kind of negative thought, you'll notice that there's a constriction, there's a contraction, maybe a tightness, a tension shows up in your body, maybe a knot in your stomach, clenched jaw, extreme sweaty palms. Panic attacks can manifest just from our thoughts and emotions. So having noticed all this, just let it go with your breaths as you exhale. You're just blowing it all out with the breath. Imagine it's leaving your mouth like a black smoke. Just releasing, re-energizing, just connecting with the stillness. The bottom of the exhale, pull the lower stomach into the spine. So you're completely empty of air and of thoughts. Just notice that stillness arising and the gap between breaths. And really pay attention to that during the meditation, the gaps between breaths, between words. Breathing in again. Nice smooth inhale. In through the nose, so you push the stomach out. You're breathing into the belly button. The stomach inflates, then second phase of the breath into the chest. Feel this really warm, tingling feeling rising up the spine. It's Kundalini energy rising up with the breath into the chest and then into the head. And you just pause there. Connect with the stillness. Smile. When you exhale, the exhales make a little sighing sound in the back of your throat. It's like the sound of the ocean, just sighing back, or the wave is crested, sighing back into the ocean. There's the energy flowing back down into the chest and the lower stomach. And the chest and the stomach just sink back in, the air flows out of your nostrils. And you come to rest again at the bottom of the exhale. And then repeat the cycle, breathing in. And just notice the stomach rise, the chest rise, subtle flow of air into the nostrils. Life energy rising up from the lower stomach and spine to the crown of the head. Just pause, connect with the stillness, the emptiness, the peace that lies in that. Exhale, Process reverses, air flows out of your nostrils, make the sighing sound, Ujjayi sound it's called, in the back of your throat and chest and the stomach. Suck back in, and you pause again and repeat the cycle. So just get into a nice rhythm with the breath. It creates really a state of coherence in your mind and your body. Breathing nice, deep, slow, rhythmical breaths. And you just step back and you watch the breath. Just noticing all the subtle sensations of the breath. Air flowing into the nostrils, the chest and the stomach rise. Subtle flow of life energy up the spine. Pause, appreciate the stillness for a few moments. And then exhale, the whole process reverses. So just bringing your mind completely into the present moment. Step back and just watch the breath just happening to you, through you, and for you. So there's no conscious effort, no stressing, straining, or striving involved. You just observe. And notice the peace that naturally arises when you do this, because it's completely the opposite of the ego's thought system. You're not trying to do anything. It's a famous line in Course in Miracles. You need do nothing. When you really wake up, you realize that I need do nothing. So this is an opportunity to practice that. Just breathe, relax, be still. Allow yourself to be guided through this meditation. So as you keep watching your breath, just imagine a lovely lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling flowing down from the crown of your head, down through the back of your head, through your face, relaxing your jaw, just breathing into areas where we normally hold tension unconsciously. So one of those is your jaw. Just kind of move it around, release some of that tension. As you exhale, letting it all go, sighing it all out. And breathing in again, feel this lovely lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling flowing down like warm water, seeping down into your neck and shoulders. Breathing this warm, tingling, relaxing feeling into your neck and shoulders. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Just feel that warmth just flowing through your neck and shoulders. You can move your neck around, you can shrug your shoulders forward, roll them back. As you do that, maybe you feel a little tingling happening. That's tension releasing. And exhale, just to help that tension on its way out of your body. Letting this lovely lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling just flow down from your neck and your shoulders into your upper arms, so through your triceps and the biceps, flowing down like warm water through your elbows, into your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. So you feel the weight of your arms just hanging limply and heavily off your body, pressing down into your lap. It's getting more and more relaxed with each breath, sinking a little bit deeper with every breath into this lovely, peaceful, calm, relaxed state of mind. There's nowhere to go, there's nothing else to do. Nothing else to think about for the next 15 minutes or so. Just breathe, relax, be still. So imagine this lovely, lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling. And breathing it into your neck and your shoulders. Let's move them around again. Roll your shoulders forward, roll your shoulders back. Just feeling a nice, warm, tingling feeling. Neck and shoulders. As you exhale, just releasing. Dropping that tension away. Letting this warm, relaxed feeling flow down into the upper back, through the chest, down into the middle back, the stomach, lower back. It's warm water just accumulating in your stomach. Imagine it's like a hot water bottle. It's getting warmer. It's very calm, warm, pleasant sensation just permeating down from your stomach into your groin, through your buttocks, and on down through back of your thighs, through your quadriceps, down through your knees into your shins, through your calves, to your ankles and your feet, your toes. So your legs are completely limp, heavy, warm and relaxed. Just feel the weight of them hanging off your body, pressing down into the chair that you're sitting on, into the feet, resting on the ground. And just scan your body mentally. Notice the relaxation, peace. So your whole body is completely limp, heavy, warm, and relaxed. Mind is very still, calm, empty, open, but aware. So in a very receptive state. For the words I'm going to read you from preliminary section to the series of 10 workbook lessons we're on at the moment. This is an answer to the question, what is the Holy Spirit? So just keep watching your breath, staying very still, calm, empty, open, but aware. And let these words, which are really just symbols twice removed from reality, but they symbolize an energy, something deeper they point to, which is what their purpose is, to point you in the right direction, to help you to connect with the deeper part of your own mind. So just listen to them without the conscious mind, without trying to intellectually understand, which means you're not evaluating, judging, comparing, contrasting, analyzing, or resisting in any way. Just let the words sink in. It's like pebbles dropping into a very still, calm pond of your mind. And because your mind is so still, they'll create ripple effects that go all the way into the depths of your subconscious. And they'll come to rest on the bottom of the pond, your subconscious. Just sinking into the mud, sinking into that deeper part of your mind, which is where they're needed. So listen in this way, watch your breath to help you, and I'll remind you every so often to keep watching your breath and listen in this way. So what is the Holy Spirit? And in answer to that, Jesus says, the Holy Spirit mediates between illusions and the truth. Since he must bridge the gap between reality and dreams. Perception leads to knowledge through the grace that God has given him to be his gift to everyone who turns to him for truth. Across the bridge that he provides are dreams all carried to the truth, to be dispelled before the light of knowledge. There are sights and sounds forever laid aside. And where they were perceived before, forgiveness has made possible perception's tranquil end. So just breathe, connect with your breath. Let the breath take you into this tranquil end beyond perception. Start getting glimpses of this end, the end of perception, by doing spiritual practices like meditation. Give us a little glimpse, a taste of eternity, of heaven, right here and now, which is the only time that you ever are going to get a glimpse of what is beyond this world. So keep watching your breath in this very still, calm, empty, open but aware state. And letting these words just sink in to the deeper part of your mind, your subconscious, to do the work they need to do, undoing the ego's thought system. So let's continue. The goal the Holy Spirit's teaching sets is just this end of dreams. The sights and sounds must be translated from the witnesses of fear to those of love. And when this is entirely accomplished, learning has achieved the only goal it has in truth. For learning, as the Holy Spirit guides it to the outcome he perceives for it, becomes the means to go beyond itself, to be replaced by the eternal truth. Just keep watching your breath, staying very still, not engaging your conscious mind, just allowing these profound words just to sink in on a different level. So if you but knew how much your Father yearns to have you recognize your sinlessness, your source is your Father. So we can always substitute a different word. It just means the same thing. Source of your mind. How much your source yearns to have you recognize your sinlessness. He would not let his voice appeal in vain, nor turn away from his replacement, or the fearful images and dreams you made. The Holy Spirit understands the means you made by which you would attain what is forever unattainable. And if you offer them to him, he will employ the means you made for exile to restore your mind to where it truly is at home. From knowledge where he has been placed by God, by love itself, the Holy Spirit calls to you to let forgiveness rest upon your dreams and be restored to sanity and peace of mind. Without forgiveness, will your dreams remain to terrify you? The memory of all your Father's love, your source's love, will not return to signify the end of dreams has come. So accept your Father's gift, the gift of the source, your creator of your mind. It is a call from love to love, that it be but itself. The Holy Spirit is his gift, by which the quietness of heaven is restored to God's beloved Son, to the extension of love itself, which is you. Would you refuse to take the function of completing God, eternal love itself, when all He wills, when all love wills, is that you be complete? So ask yourself that question. Would you refuse to take the function that God has given you, to just be love as you truly are, as you were created to be? Sadly, the answer to that is often yes, we do refuse. So we're not conscious that we're refusing. We think we're reacting to something external that warrants our judgment, our anger, attack thoughts, grievances, whatever blocks to the awareness of love's presence we'd like to believe in. And when we do that, we refuse to take the function of completing love. It's very, very simple. This is a function the Holy Spirit wants to remind us of all the time. So let's move on to lesson 287, today's workbook lesson. Take a nice deep breath in to start. Breathing in through the nose, you blow out the stomach like a balloon. And breathing into the heart center. This nice, warm, tingling feeling in your heart, and that's rising up the spine into the head, coming to rest in the crown of your head, and then all the way into your third eye as well. So it's done a little loop over your head, like a shepherd's crook. And you just rest there briefly and drop today's idea into that stillness you've created. Say, you are my goal, my Father, my source. You're addressing the very source of your own mind. Only this is your goal. You are my goal, my Father. Only you. If you want to retranslate that, saying only love, infinite, unconditional love. Only love is my goal. Or love is my only goal. If you notice any blocks to that awareness, any thoughts and emotions that are less than loving, that are constricted, constricting, contracted, just really don't feel very nice. Notice them, notice how they feel mentally, emotionally, and physically, and just drop them. Letting go of them with the breath. If your only goal is love, then nothing else do you want. You're willing to let go of everything else, to make room for love. And that is the very simple process of forgiveness the Course is teaching. Let go so you can make room for the truth again in your mind, and not crowd it out with all the mental and emotional clutter that normally occupies your mind and therefore your life. So breathing in again, notice the stomach rise, chest rise, subtle flow of air into the nostrils, pause at the top of the inhale, smile as you connect with this heavenly awareness. Say to yourself, where would I go but heaven? And what could be a substitute for happiness? What gift could I prefer before the peace of God, peace of love? What treasure would I seek and find and keep that can compare with my identity? And would I rather live with fear than love? So as you exhale, blowing out any bits of fear, any scraps of fear that you notice. Could be a little anxiety about the future or about a specific thing that's happening in your life. Just blow it out with the breath. Maybe it's general gnawing anxiety about your life in the world, how threatening and dangerous it seems to be, how you're going to make it, how you're going to cope, financial worries, whatever's showing up, just notice it and blow it all out with the breath. Letting it all go. Coming to rest in the stillness. Just pause the gap between breaths. Really sink into this place. This is your goal, just to connect with love, just to feel and experience deep love right now. Breathing in and breathing out again through your nose as you listen to this prayer. So repeat it to yourself as I say it. It's an invitation to this presence of love to come into your mind and help you fulfill this goal. Say my only goal is love, and you invite that presence in, and it will come at your invitation. So as you keep watching your breath, really nice, still, rhythmical breaths, watch your breath and say, you are my goal, my Father, my source. What but you could I desire to have? What way but that which leads to you could I desire to walk? And what except the memory of you could signify to me the end of dreams and futile substitutions for the truth? You are my only goal. Your Son would be as you created him. What way but this could I expect to recognize myself and be at one with my identity? So ask yourself those questions. Questions make us reflect. Just really ask ourselves, what way but this could I really expect to recognize my capital self and be at one with my identity? There is no other way. Only love is the way. When we accept that, the way we should be traveling, the way we should be living our lives becomes very clear. So just reflect on that for the next minute of silence. Breathe, step back, watch your breath, relax, be still, and just sink into the only goal you have, which is love, to experience love on an ongoing basis is the only true goal. So breathe, relax, be still, surrender to this loving presence in your mind for the next minute of silence. And so just very gently bring your awareness back into the breath and the body. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. So 1, just noticing the breath, all the sensations of the breath. The stomach rises as you breathe in, the chest rises slightly, the air flows into your nostrils, subtle life energy rising up the spine to the crown of the head. And pause, connect with the stillness. And exhale. Sigh it all out. There's the sighing sound in the back of your throat and chest and stomach. Suck back in. And come to rest again at the bottom of the exhale. So that's 1. 2, just noticing all of your body senses. So what are you touching and feeling? Maybe there's a subtle taste in your mouth, smell in your nose, notice the weight of your body, pressing down into the chair, wherever you're sitting, soles of your feet resting on the ground, pressure of that. Notice what you're hearing. It's very peaceful perspective. So you don't try and mentally label, name, judge, interpret anything you're perceiving. Just allow it to be. And notice the underlying peace. And you're paying more attention to the background. It's been called many things, the ground of being. Heaven in this lesson. True reality. It's what's beyond form, underlies all form, formless essence, eternity, infinity, God. Starting to pay more attention to this in your moment-by-moment perception. That's what you're training yourself to do through these little exercises at the end of the meditations. Training yourself in non-judgmental perception. And so 3, open your eyes and just apply the same principle to whatever you see. Just looking around for 30 seconds, up, down, sideways. Just noticing whatever happens to be there, but with no mental commentary. You're not naming things and saying, oh, well, there's a cup or a lamp or a desk or whatever. You just let it be. No mental interpretation, no commentary. And again, notice the peace that arises. And so when you start to perceive this way, then you're living the lesson. Your goal is the source. You're connected to this source, which is pure awareness beyond form, beyond sense perceptions. And moment by moment, your goal is to stay connected to that awareness. So to help you to do that, you can use the shorter recording I sent you if you're on the WhatsApp group earlier today. This evening, ideally every hour, take a little break. And in response to anything that tempts you to get upset, disturbs your peace in any way, even a minor irritation, it's really just a cover for intense rage. So apply the lesson. And this is how you start to watch your mind, to let go of anything that's disturbing you, and to live the lesson, to live in a way that you're always in touch with your source, the loving presence that created you. So that's what I wish for you this evening. A very loving and flowing evening, and good practicing. Hope to connect with you tomorrow. We've got a meditation happening at 12:30 UK time. British Summer Time, 1:30 SA time. And again at 5 p.m. UK, 6 p.m. SA time in the Zoom room. If you're out there on YouTube, subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when I go live tomorrow evening. So thank you for listening. Wish you a very peaceful evening. Namaste.